So the way that I used to do all my doll cakes was cut a hole in the middle of it so the doll can stand in it, ice the sides, and then add a layer of fondant. Pretty simple, right? I think too simple. So today we are going to change that, and I'm going to give you an in-depth look at the new first steps of all of my doll cakes. Let's get to it. So I baked my cake in this doll dress pan, and I got this at Joann's Fabrics, but you can get them at Michael's, Walmart, or any specialty cake shop or hobby shop nearby. Now to get this size, I use 2 box cakes. I use a Pillsbury cake box because it's really cheap, but also I just really like their yellow cake. Now to level this out, I'm going to take a serrated knife and I'm going to run it along the edge of the pan. That way I know it'll be completely leveled. I love cake scraps, so I'm going to put these in another bowl and save them for later. Place a piece of parchment paper on the bottom of it and then turn it over on a Lazy Susan. I'm going to grab my serrated knife again and we're going to cut 3 even layers into the cake. First I'm going to mark it on the side and then just eyeball it to get the knife all the way across the cake. So the bottom layer is done. Now we're going to do the exact same thing with the top layer. Cool beans, so 3 even layers. Look at that. Now we are going to take our knife and we're going to cut a hole in the middle of the cake so that our doll can stand in it. The hole you're going to cut is going to be about 1.5 inches in diameter, but it doesn't have to be a perfect circle, especially since nobody's going to actually see it. Then remove the top and collect our scraps. Grab the middle, and then finally the bottom. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a basting brush and we're going to lather it with some simple syrup. Now simple syrup is basically equal parts sugar and water. And you're just going to put it on the stove and wait till all the sugar crystals dissolve. And we're just going to baste each layer of the cake with it. So this way our cake stays moist, and if you wanted to, you can flavor the simple syrup. So if you wanted to add a coffee flavor or a lemon flavor, it just adds depth and makes it even more mouthwatering. Yay! Look at that! Now we can ice the cake. So I have some vanilla buttercream frosting here, but my favorite buttercream is Oreo buttercream. It's just vanilla buttercream with some Oreo cookies in it. It's so luscious. I love it. So I'm going to take the Oreo buttercream and I'm just going to place it in between each layer of cake. Now you can use any flavor of buttercream that you'd like. It's vanilla cake, so you can just cake it wherever you want to go. Lemon buttercream tastes amazing, and also graham cracker buttercream. I use that in the Jurassic World cake and it's lovely. I love the way that tastes. Grab our vanilla buttercream and we are going to cover the entire cake in it. Now this is going to be both the crumb and the final coating. Because there's going to be a layer of fondant on top of this, we don't have to worry about anyone seeing the cake or the cookie crumbs in the icing. Icing a cake is probably one of the most soothing things because it makes you have to go slow. There's no way you can rush this. You have to make sure that everything is smooth, it's perfect, leveled, and that it's exactly what you're looking for. Alright, so I placed this in the fridge for about 30 minutes just so the icing would set. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to roll out our fondant, place it on top, and then smoothen it out, just like that. Trim off the bottom, and then cut a hole in the middle of it for our Barbie doll. And there you have it. The first steps to an awesome doll cake. Now I always put a layer of fondant before I do any of the decoration, and that is because I work during the day and by a window, and in California it gets super hot. I love to work by the window because I love the way that the natural light hits the cake. So this layer of fondant gives me more time before I have to pop it back in the fridge and allow the icing to harden. This baby is ready. Now it's up to you to decide who or what you want this to become. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments what you want me to make next, and I will see you very soon. Bye. Want to see more? Head over to myrecipes.com and I'll show you how to become a baking rock star. Or you can watch more right now.